on his way.
There.
Hey, look at that! Have you ever seen anything like that?
And here comes Hurst. He's got some people on the pitch. They think it's all over. It is now.
Hello and welcome to the 100th edition of They Think It's All Over. And because Gary and Rory have been cheating, we've had a meeting with their parents and it's been decided to split them up. So with Gary and Jonathan is one of the country's top midfielders who's decided to retire when he wins his first medal with Aston Villa. It'll be a lovely way to celebrate his 73rd birthday. Paul Merson. With David and Rory as a former England rugby captain and member of the Menswear Council who says he hates flashily dressed men, which is why we put him opposite Jonathan so we can have a decent run-up. Lawrence Dallaglio. And because we're 100 today, let's just have a look back at that very first show. What more fitting way to start than with our round about grown men involving...
Nick, before you begin,
yes.
I couldn't let this joyous celebration pass without spreading the good news that we have received a special message from none other than HRH the Queen on the eve of this 100th show. I'd like to read it out to you if I may. Dear lads, congratulations on reaching 100 shows. I think it's great telly and much better than that shite my Edward makes.
Good news for the show, though, isn't it? And great news for David. I mean, it's his first century.
Yes.
And let me just warn you, David, because you complained about me every single week. Well, let's see how you like being next to the big gay bear over there. He gets a question mark, gives you one of those kisses. You'll feel like a tramp eating his way through his first hedgehog.
You referring to my beard, Jonathan?
Yes, that bristly excuse for a beard.
It's not a beard, it's false. I'll take it off if you want. In fact, it'd be a great pleasure for me to take 100 shows. I'm fed up wearing this thing.
Now we know why he grew it. It's handbags. Gary, Jonathan and Paul, your feud is between a couple of people who you talk to every day, Paul, but who don't talk to each other. That was Villa's David Ginola, who is now so furious with manager John Gregory that he's even brought in Tony Blair's wife Sherry to help argue his case. But what is the case?
Can I just say something, Nick, before we start? It's just that we've all had personal problems, and I think we should just take this time to say how much we admire Paul for that television broadcast he gave when in front of the nation's press he admitted that he'd signed for Middlesbrough.
Quite great.
Respect.
So, Gary's team, what is the spat about?
Is he a good laugh, old gentleman? Is he fun?
No, he's a very talented player.
Yeah, is he fun to be around?
I've got to work.
Is he one of the lads, Paul? Do you hang out with him and you just joke
No,
all
I
the time?
don't hang out with him, but he's a nice bloke.
But he can take a joke, though. Got lovely hair, hasn't he? I bet it's all you boys can do after the match to stop from stroking it.
That's what I'm doing there.
That's why you're wearing the gloves. He insists, doesn't he? You may touch the hair, but only with the gloves.
He's not German.
That's my one voice does all offer. Do you know Sherry then? Sherry Blair?
No, I don't say I do.
you like the look of her?
That's why I stopped drinking, because of girls.
You don't drink at all anymore, do you?
No.
You've knocked it completely on the head, haven't you? It must be strange for you now, you're not drinking, to go home and see the 2 medals on the shelf where you used to see 4. I mean, that must be disappointing. Things like that they must hurt.
You've had a drink tell, haven't you, David?
Yeah, I once had a bottle of 61 Mouton Rothschild that was corked.
When I used to drink embarrassing, I remember once, I woke up the next morning and I was wearing some trousers from Marks and Spencer's.
Don't like that lovely shirt you've got on now.
Oh, see, I buy a lot of these clothes and I go in, I must admit, I don't try them on. That might not surprise many of you.
Or look at them.
Well, and I bought this one, and I didn't realise I tried it on. It appears to be a maternity feeding blouse, because, look, I had no idea. For a start, it's got no buttons on the middle bit. Look, I don't know what's going on there.
It's got his belly button pierced.
So, ladies, I've had it pierced. The donkey's here, look at that. I led the pack, look, there you go. And I've got a cowbell down there.
As well.
Come on, let's have an answer.
The answer is that Gino's suing Aston Villa, isn't he? Because Gregory said some things about he wasn't fit, he was fat or something.
Is correct for 3 points.
Yeah.
Ginola says he doesn't wear deodorant because women should be attracted to sweat and bristles. Well, it's always worked for Martina Navratilova. David Ginola's full name is David Desire Mark Ginola. By a curious coincidence, Gary Lineker's full name is Gary Desire Mark Lawrence. David, Rory and Lawrence, we take you back to a little temper tantrum at this year's Paris-Dakar Rally. As I'm sure Rory could tell us, that was Pascal Maimont losing his rag. But who or what caused his impromptu impression of Basil Fawlty?
I reckon the driver has got Jonathan Ross's radio show in his headphones, and he's...
Come on, I dare you, come on. I dare you, you go through him to get to me, come on. I'll tell you what, I'll let you off this time, now sit down. You're a big man, but you're out of shape. I do this for a living.
It's rugby union you play, is it?
yes. You should take it up, Jonathan.
It's a... You see, I think that is asking me out for a date, that is.
With Gary and Mark.
Make a lovely foursome, wouldn't we? Live in a gay commune. Some of us don't mind it because we know it's a joke. Others, it's a bit close to home. I'll say no more. Lawrence, is it true your nickname is the Italian Stallion?
I've been referred to in some races by that name, yeah.
It's good news then you're on the team with David. He's known as the Hampshire Hamster. And I'm not allowed to say, legally I'm bound not to say, but one of us is known as the Leicester Molester. You do
He's annoyed about it. When the driver's annoyed, he's banging his helmet against the car, which actually is something I've done quite a few times.
It's the 100th and last show.
There was dust, so someone's obviously going past them.
Did they try and sort of try and get some help?
I'll give you 3 points for that, yes. This is what happened a few moments before. So Maimon tried to flag down another car after his Mitsubishi went off the road, but the car refused to stop and almost ran him over, leaving Maimon to trash his own car. The Paris-Dakar Rally is one of the most fearsome and dangerous journeys in sport, right up there with Ali McCoist driving back home in the small hours. The Paris-Dakar Rally's founder, Thierry Sabine, said that for those who go, it's a challenge. For those who stay behind, it's a dream. And for those who produce grandstand, it's a handy filler before the World Whistling Championship. And at the end of that round, David's team have 3 points and Gary's team have 3 points. ask what's going on. David's team, watch this.
You know I don't wish you all the best, you know that, don't you?
So who was that and what was going on?
Well, I'd say that was the British Lions, absolutely thrilled to be on the set of Neighbours.
Can we just go back, Nick, that last... Can you just freeze that last frame again?
That's Austin Healey, for those who don't know.
And the sign says lose place.
That's rather prophetic for Austin, actually, on the Lions tour, lose place. 'Cause that's exactly what happened the following week.
That guy we saw at the beginning, it was interesting that the bloke shaking hands in the studio, so, I don't know the actor, Harold Bishop,
yes.
isn't he? Yeah. Who, interestingly, in the middle of the series, he died, didn't he, but then mysteriously came back to life. Ladies and gentlemen. So, what was the question, Nick? Sorry.
Well, Lawrence has actually already given me the answer.
Well, so we settle for that then?
Yes. Well done, Lawrence. The Lions trip down under famously ended in heartbreak when they lost their last game 24-23, thanks to a last-minute try by Harold Bishop. Gary's team, here's yours.
That's obvious. It's Jonathan's wedding night.
No, I think that's a sneak preview of the new BBC Christmas special, Rolf's Animal Brothel. I'm getting a lot of groans tonight. I rather like that.
Doesn't happen to you very often.
What are we looking at? I forgot now. Oh, it's the old lady, wasn't it?
That video you brought.
Yeah. Let's get back to the normal world of people pretending to be pigs.
Is it people pretending to be pigs?
Yes, basically, yes.
Is it in France? Because the man in the audience had a beret on.
That's all I need. 3 points. Thank you.
See, we can work together. Wonderful.
You saw highlights of the all-French porcaillard or pig contest held in the village of Trisse-Baise. Up to a few years ago, it was thought that pigs couldn't sweat. That was until they saw Rory at the sty door with his overalls round his ankles. Every pig grunt means a specific thing. Means bring food. Means rain approaching, and means Rory's at the sty door with his overalls round his ankles. A pig can run a mile in 7 minutes. Unfortunately, Rory can run a mile in 6 minutes with his overalls round his ankles. And the scores at the end of that round are Gary's team with 6 points and David's team with 6 points. Now, what better way to celebrate our centenary than to bring back a round which we discarded many years ago? So it's the historic return after 10 series of the electronic pencil. We play a piece of sporting action and then freeze it. We want the teams to draw where they think the ball is about to go. David's team, let's set the scene. It's England against Brazil, 1992. England's star striker with 48 international goals to his name needs only 1 goal to equal Bobby Charlton's all-time scoring record.
Now is Lineker onside? He is. And out comes Carlos. Penalty. Gary Lineker needs to put this in the back of the net to equal the all-time record. A moment of drama at Wembley that could become a moment of history.
What are you stopped for, Gary?
I wish I had.
Graham Taylor just pulled him off.
We're not back up to that again.
Gary, I'm amazed after such a physical collision, you've got the energy to get up and take it.
Paul, is that something you would have bet on?
I did have a bet, I think.
You had a bet on that?
I had a bet that he wouldn't beat the record. I remember when I had a bet with one of the lads at Arsenal and then we played Finland away. And I crossed the ball and you missed it. Well, it went behind you and you went, "You sure you ain't had a bet on me not to do it?"
Actually, did it sort of... That was about as much as you could manage, wasn't it? What's about that?
I think actually, didn't you rather stupidly, Gary, attempt a clever chip which you fluffed and went just to the goalkeeper and it just sort of caught it back there, didn't it?
Right, let's have a look to see what actually happened, shall we?
Oh dear me, he absolutely fluffed it.
And this is what you said would happen. Yeah, I'll give you 3 points for that. Curiously, not only was it Gary's last penalty for England, it was also Brazilian keeper Carlos's last ever international save. He had to retire after that with badly split sides. Gary's team, we take you back to the very first ball that David Gower faced in his Test career. Incredibly, we've been able to find footage filmed in colour.
His first ball in Test cricket.
Why are you wearing a lawyer's wig?
Shall we just give him a blue rinse first?
Now we recognise him.
There you go. Now, knowing Gower's versatility, this could have probably gone in one of at least 3 places. Either there, there.
David got distracted by the fact that over here...
The Saint was a...
his butler walked on. With the pins. Is he the bloke who was in the Yellow Pages advert who couldn't find his hat?
I think pulls it from here and straight to the boundary for 4.
OK, let's see what actually happened remarkably.
Oh, what a nice start. No sooner left the bat than it thumped into the fence.
OK, let's see what you said would happen, just to confirm. Yeah, that's correct. 3 points.
Well done.
Yeah. David likes to think of himself as a ladies' man. He once admitted, I can't remember the number of runs I scored, let alone the number of women. Well, David, for your information, the answers are 8,231 and 3. At one stage, David was actually ranked as the #1 batsman in the world. That was during the World Good Batsman shortage of 1985. And at the end of that round, David's team have 9 points and Gary's team have 9 points. As it has been for the previous 99 shows, it's time for Field the Sportsman now. Gary and Jonathan first this week. Yes, a partnership, Gary and Jonathan. Blindfolds on, you have 90 seconds to work out what you are feeling.
Gary, now, you know what? I might even stage a small protest strike this week. Because every week they promise us a good-looking young girl. Every week they tell me beforehand, or they hint beforehand, yeah, we've got a nice girl. Like today, the producer pretended he was dropping an accident hint saying, yeah, she's 18-year-old, very fit. And I know full well, you know what we'll have? We'll have the old woman on her back doing the pig impersonation.
Can we have our first mystery guest, please?
You're on your own.
And your time starts now.
Believe me, you'll want to join in.
Don't worry, I'll do it for you. Enjoy yourself, I don't want to know. Oh, I forgot the blindfold.
Oh, you stay there, Jonathan.
I'm not going to...
Right. What kind of... What is this? It's got arms growing out of its legs.
Is she wrinkly?
I don't know, but she's got a big ring.
I'm interested now.
Like Mark.
No, that's me. Mark! Hey, what's going on now? It's a young lady, isn't it? Is it a young lady?
I don't know, probably.
Well, come on, you must have felt one once.
Is it one of those with the hoops and the bands, rhythmic gymnast?
It's correct for 3 points. Well done. It's Rebecca Jones with the rhythmic gymnast. David and Rory, off you go. To your positions.
I'd love to.
Right, David, If that's the sort of show it is, we're not going to be coy like that. We're going to get stuck straight in, OK?
OK, and can we have our second mystery guest, please?
Rory, I think you will love this.
Take that smile off.
OK, and your time starts now.
Don't know about you, Rory. I've got something furry down here.
I think I have as well, David. It reminds me of a holiday in Wales. I think I've got one of Gary's cotton buds here.
Hang on. Hang on, it's a crook here.
David Henry.
Could be Jeffrey Archer.
Is it that? Is it the
your supper drink
head
again?
champion sort of?
Yeah, it's a one-man dog champion. Dick Roper, the shepherd. Dick Roper. The scores at the end of that round are Gary's team with 12 points and David's team with 12 points.
Very, very good time.
We end, as always, with the name game. This week, all the answers will be the names of people who've appeared on this show, either as guests or on Field of Sportsmen. The team in the lead goes first, which is neither team, so David's team. You can go first, alphabetically.
Amazing.
Lawrence, could you pass that along to Rory, please? 90 seconds to get as many names as you can. Starting from now.
Athlete, lunchbox.
Christy, Linford.
Very good.
They haven't rehearsed that. They've got well trained. Oh, golfer, large breasts.
Colin Montgomery.
Love rat. I think he did it dirty with a royal family member.
That fella, yeah.
Ali McCoy. Not. Oh, he did he? Oh, there's a first. No, the other one, James Stewart. James Stewart, yeah. This is, you know those sausagey things, those sort of...
Sausages.
Yeah, brilliant. Right. You know, they're sort of spicy confections made sort of garlic.
Pepperami.
Yeah, and this is a male pepperami, so he's...
Pepperami.
Gary, get back here quick.
Pepperami.
Well, pepperami. You know, there's Mrs. Pepperami.
Yeah.
And who is standing next to her at her wedding? Hello, Mrs. Pepperoni. Hello.
Mr. Pepper.
What do you put on bread?
Butter.
Butter.
Yeah.
And David, you are a
Butterbean, isn't it?
Yeah. This is someone who...
OK. Pass it to Johnson, please. Time starts now.
OK, this is a footballer. He used to play for Aston Villa. He was even worse behaved than you. He's not a bad bloke when we met him, but you wouldn't want him to date your sister.
Dwight York.
No. Although, I'm with you on that one. Actually, that's true. He went out with Ulrika. And I don't... Yeah, that's right. This is a lady racing pundit. Second name is what's happening to David's hair.
Claire Balding.
That's right. If you were to lasso, improbably, perhaps, I know, but bear with me on this, if you were to lasso your penis, someone might describe you as this. They would say, he is a...
Cock tie.
I like the way you're thinking, but it's not right. You know when you have those hot bondage sessions with Michelle, what does she tie you up with? Now's not the time for coyness.
Pop socks.
No! It's all coming out now! Down at Lineker Mansions. A length of what?
Rope.
Rope, OK. And another name for your cock. Dick. Dick Roper.
Dick Roper.
If this bloke's a wrestler and you wouldn't want to find a needle in him.
Haystack, John.
Yeah, thank you. All right, we had him on the floor the other week. He was a big animal. You very nearly shat yourself, if you don't mind me saying so.
Alligator.
He was, if you're not an adult and you're not a child, but you're even younger, you are a...
Juvenile.
Yes, maybe. but really small, going, Mama, Mama.
Baby.
A baby. His name was Baby, believe it or not. All right, this is, he is to cricket.
It's tie-break time, and following accusations that we don't take sport seriously enough, we're actually going to test our regular speed, reaction time, strength and determination by playing musical chairs. Gary, Jonathan, David and Rory, if you could take your places out there, please.
Oh, good.
OK, you've got to run clockwise. No pulling the chairs. No pulling the chairs out of position.
That way.
No chair hanging, Gary. OK, off we go. OK, Rory, there was a little bit of infringement on the rules there, but I'll let it go. No moving the chairs in future, thank you.
Shall we take one away?
One will be taken away for you by the taking chair away man. Off we go.
Jump, Gary. Well done, Gary. I'm doing my best.
It was there and then it wasn't.
It looks like you can move the chair then. And Gary, that's about to take a little stumble there. Were you after a free kick on the way down?
It's a foul.
Couldn't help himself.
Terrifying as it is, this for me is a fantastic night out. I've enjoyed myself so much for years. We play every week.
Final, come on.
When's half time? Hey, next week I'll bring in Twister.
This is the big one. Come on.
Everyone can play. Good luck, David. May the youngest man win.
Go!
Stop! You'll just get away, will you?
Give me that chair, you silver-haired old beast.
I will have what is rightfully mine. Today, Gower. Tomorrow, Osama bin Laden.
OK, so this week's winner is Gary's team.
Bloody hell. It was hard work being a sportsman, isn't it?
I'll tell you what.
Carrying a handicap.
I would love to have seen the headlines, 2 dead in musical chairs incident.
You're right.
So, our thanks to Gary, Jonathan and Paul, David, Rory and Lawrence. We're all off to recapture Rory's youth, who escaped this morning. My name's Nick Hancock. They think it's all over. It is now.